Everybody to stand up, get off mute. Let's go. Happy Monday. Keone, you gotta stand. I'm sorry. It's quads. I know. Take yourself off mute, people. Here we go. Mission statement. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
To build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving.
Good job. If you are here live, you have a special gift from us. You get what you really want. I printed this out for you. Colette has encouraged all of us to take a day to really think about, we're in Q4 tomorrow, people, so that sets up 2025, right? So this is a tool for you to take and take a day, go to a hotel, go to a beach, go to a friend's house, and really think about what you want, what's happening for you next year, what did you learn from this year? And I'm gonna challenge all of you, we're gonna talk about it later. I want you to think about the number 5. And we're gonna look at page 22. Where were you 5 years ago? Right? It was pre-COVID. Right? Yeah, right?
Right here.
Where was your mindset 5 years ago? What have you learned? What has changed? I think COVID ravaged all of us in a certain way. What have we learned since we came out of 5 years and looking forward? Okay, let's look at September 30th, 2029. What does that look like? Right? How old will you be? How old are your kids? How old are your grandkids? Where are you professionally? Where do you live? What are you doing? Think about it. We're going to talk about it later. Just planting the seed. Think about 5 back and 5 forward. It's powerful. When Colette led us through our retreat refresh that we had, I thought, you know, my mom, I don't know if she'll still be here. And so I enjoy every single day that I get with her. And my kids will be in their 30s. So yeah, take some time. Use this as a tool. It can really help you reflect. And if we get, thank you to all of you who showed up in person. Moving on. License renewal requirements. 4A, who's done? Oh, come on.
4A.
4A.
I'm the 4A.
4A, 4B?
4B.
Yes.
Everything but
Electives? Yo, think about it. We got some time. And pay that renewal fee, do your code of ethics, all of it. Allie will be calling you. And we love all of you and just trying to help you stay ahead of the curve. So, okay, jumpstart. Teresa, you want to kick us off? It's an amazing wing of fire, right? Description, Allie. Yeah.
Okay, this is the Power Week, so you definitely want to show up. Today, we're going to be talking about winning with buyers. We're going to be going over the buyer's rep agreement, scripts associated with the buyer's rep agreement, populating the buyer's rep agreement. Tomorrow, we're going to have Keone's listing agreement class. Guys,
Be there, get out of the business.
you want to be there. This is what we do, right?
square.
And then Wednesday, Keone's is sponsored for Hawaii Title is bringing in lunch, so that's going to be really good.
Free food.
And then, yeah, free food. And you can learn to fill out your listing agreement properly. And by the way, this is not just new agents. We're seeing a lot of experienced agents really dropping the ball on this one. So if you haven't done it, please come in. Wednesday is Marion's purchase contract. Absolutely phenomenal. Again, 3 days of power to put behind your business. So come and join us 10 to 3. And
It's open for everyone.
this is
Yeah,
open
everybody.
for everyone. This has nothing to do with just Jumpstart. This is all of us as agents trying to improve what we do and be able to offer our services to our clients in a meaningful way. Jeannie?
Yeah, will you be recording?
No.
Repeat the question.
Be here.
Yes.
We actually are recording, but there's some tricks to getting the recording. So if you do not sign up and register, you will not be getting a recording. Also, when we're recording, we won't be monitoring the Zoom chat. So if you have questions and you're wanting Keone to answer your questions, sorry, that's not gonna happen. This is just a flat recording of what's going on. He's gonna answer the questions of the people who are actually showing up in person. So show up in person.
All right, people, now's your chance. Tell me something good. Who have you seen show up for you in our company? Who do you want to shout out? What's happening good in your lives? Let's share. Our company's unique. You know, we care about you beyond real estate. Yeah.
One of my good friends became a grandmother a few days ago.
Oh, grandma, nice. Jeannie said one of her friends became a grandma. Nice.
You know what that's like.
Okay, so while you're thinking, we have the Golden Pineapple Award. My mom had a high school sweetheart that was going to come look to buy on Hawaii. And I, got connected with them and referred him to, Angela, who took such incredible care of my mom and her friend from high school. And so I want to give this to you. I just appreciate you, Angela, and all of you I've referred to taking such good care of our clients at a high level and really going above and beyond. So thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. Don't turn it upside down. Anyone else? Who has shown up for you? What have you seen and heard? Good morning.
It's so much.
What's
your one good thing?
I have learned so much from this company about mindset. And my mom said it has changed her life every day. So she has started the Miracle Morning that came from that book. And she tells me all the time, you know, I had every morning this year different because of what I learned here. So getting time with her and helping her when she falls and like when you're deteriorating in your capacity, it's all about like keeping your mind right. And this company has helped me help her with that. Thank you for asking. You have a good team. Okay, Teresa.
So I do hate getting up and walking back over.
Yeah, we like to watch you walk.
So you guys have probably heard basically for 5 weeks, I was dealing with a flu that moved into pneumonia and, you know, it was pretty ugly. With that, I had several agents that reached out to me, so they were sending me texts of encouragement, they were asking what they could do to help. Magdalena sent food, I was a bawling mess. And so my good thing is it goes back to, it's more than teamwork, it's the community of the agents that we have, and it's how we show up for each other in these really small ways that have a ripple of profound impact across. And so for that, thank you to my Ohana of KW.
Hey. Anybody else? Yes, Zora.
I just wanted to thank everybody because we do have a sense of community here that, you know, we're all able to share these stories and have these experiences. And we know that we're not alone when it's hard. You know, we know that we also have cheerleaders when we're doing well. So I have to give a special shout out to JC. You know, he's been a wonderful, wonderful leader. And I'm just really, truly grateful for the community. So thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, Zora said she's thankful for the community, and JC has absolutely changed the heartbeat of our office. You're willing to give, you fix the AC, you are a recruiting and positive and show up every day.
Bill's coming for that.
Bill's coming,
Bill's
yes,
coming.
yes. Yeah. Anybody else?
I need to share.
Okay, Jasper, come on up so we can hear you.
All right.
There we go.
So a couple weeks ago, I lost my dad, and that has been quite an experience, that's for sure. But not only has the support here from the team and from everybody been like so overwhelming, coming from the service industry, like I have so much guilt if anything goes on in my personal life, you know what I mean? Or I need to call out sick for a day or whatever, but the team here has been so supportive and so many agents and people have been so kind, and thank you all so much for that. And I actually, on Sunday, we hosted a memorial sort of like ceremony for him via Zoom. And over 100 people showed up to this Zoom call, which is a testament to Zoom, that's for sure. But the guy we had organized it didn't have a premium account, so it capped at 100 people. So there was literally a line out the door and around the block to get into that party, and that is it's like what my dad would attract. So I'm really grateful for everyone that showed up there too.
Anybody else? Awesome. Well, thank you for showing up live. I think those of you that do show up live, you feel and understand the synergy that happens. We love you on Zoom too. But, okay, moving on. Beach cleanup is gonna be a blast Saturday, October 12th. Jonathan, are you on? Do you wanna say anything? April was saying this beach needs cleanup. Wear your swimsuit. We can dip in and get clean after. We're gonna go somewhere probably and eat after we pick up trash. So it's gonna be great. Baldwin Park. Feel free to hop in. Jonathan, if you wanna say anything. We had 11 people at our last West Maui huddle. Those of you that were there, it was absolutely unbelievable because we have agents that live in each of the different complexes who know exactly what's happening with the AOAO assessments, rebuilding, and it's worth the drive, guys. It is totally worth the drive. So I encourage you to come. We're doing it at, let's see, the 16th, and it's gonna be at Sarah Fox's Coffee Farms listing. So it's a chance to get into that luxury listing and really hear from the feet on the ground on the west side. And again, those of you that were there last Wednesday experience, it's a really way to level up with your understanding what's happening on island and speak at a high level with all the association insurance. I just yesterday got an email, my homeowners more than doubling. I'm sure some of you are starting to see that. So we want to know that knowledge at a high level, and that's your chance. So please join us. Okay, Teresa, career night, how to get a free drink. There we go.
Okay, so we moved career night to October 24th. It's a Thursday. It will be at 3's. I know the flyer says 3:30 to 5, but it's actually going to be 4 to 5:30. With that, if you bring a guest, you and your guest each get a drink ticket. If you bring 2 guests, each of your guests gets 1, you get 2. So this is a great opportunity. If you do not drink, that includes non-alcoholic drinks. And by the way, they have really fantastic tea. So 3's is a family type of restaurant. If you haven't been there, I know it says bar and grill, but we're gonna be out on the lanai. It has a really cool patio experience, trees and whatnot, so that we can talk and eat and discuss real estate. So in the event that you have friends that want to change brokerages, or you have friends that are considering a career in real estate, bring them and let's make your profit share.
Awesome, thank you, Teresa. Okay, we have 2. Thank you, Bonnie and Sharon, for signing up for our October open island. This is this Friday. So if you have a listing, please let us know. We're trying to have all of our listings that we have open house the first Friday of the month as a way to splash the island with Keller Williams. So if you've got one, find somebody if it can't be you, and then sign up through that registration link. Be great. Okay, and then I believe Yoni has highlighted these people to come and talk about short sale. Do you want to speak to that at all? McCormick's? Yeah.
Denise is awesome. Denise is awesome. Be
There you
nice.
Feels okay?
Feels okay. Denise is awesome. If you've ever wanted to learn about short sales, maybe your clients have some issue with their paying their mortgage, things like that, these guys will be at the huddle. Right after the huddle on the 4th of November, you should be there. I don't know how big of a short sale issue we're gonna have here because of inventory and things like that. But good to have the knowledge of that, and these guys are the experts. They teach at the KW Honolulu like 3 times a year, so. Be there after the huddle, November 4th,
Oh, thank you, Keone.
or get out of the business.
We are so excited to now have Maui-based tech trainer Jasper, and he's going to start us off with his first.
Thank you. All right, so. I'm the village nerd and I'm happy to help. I'm stoked to be here supporting you guys. And one thing I'm really passionate about, one nerdy thing I'm really passionate about is cybersecurity and staying safe online. So today I'm going to bring you guys a little tip that I like to call coffee shop security. Keep you and your clients' data safe on the go. So quick show of hands for you, everybody live, and maybe we get some hands in Zoom too. Who's ever had to work from a computer outside of your home or the office? That's what I thought. Thanks so much. Another show of hands, who's ever had to use free Wi-Fi in a coffee shop or an airport, maybe Walmart? Don't do that. Don't do it. Not a good idea, okay? So the thing about free Wi-Fi is that it's a little bit too good to be true. And it's easy for malicious actors to impersonate that Wi-Fi network and pretty much skim all the data that goes through it. Now, they don't care so much about your texts, but if you're sending or signing contracts, you're logging into your bank account online, things like that, they'll just take that right and put it right in their pocket and save it for a rainy day. So we want to be really careful about that. Open house Wi-Fi's too. If you go to an open house, you're hosting an open house and you see, oh, hey, they don't have a password on their Wi-Fi. That's great. Maybe not so great. Maybe use a personal hotspot from your phone if you want to provide Wi-Fi for yourself or other agents, or even look to invest in a little hotspot box, I think they're called. Jetpack. Hey,
For years.
yeah, they're great. They're awesome. And that could be a great way to like provide Wi-Fi in an open house or just work on the go. So yeah, don't use free Wi-Fi. Free is not good in that one circumstance. And that's my security tech tip of the month. As far as updates and command goes, nothing really new to speak of yet, but we got some exciting things coming soon. So I'll share that with you all soon. And if you guys need any help with command, you know who to reach out to.
Thank you, Jasper. On that note, I so appreciate Bonnie's reference. Go ahead. Oh, you got it. Take that phone.
Don't leave your phone
Or
around.
leave your phone around.
Second tip.
And if she comes back in the room, I don't know if you guys use Bonnie's link. She had to check your password. How safe is it? And so interesting. It's totally secure and it says how long it would take someone to figure it out. And I got mine to 400 years. So yeah, just with a couple tweaks. So when she gets back, we'll ask Bonnie again for that. It's really interesting. Yeah, it's a website that kind of evaluates your password. Of course, we should have different ones for, but yeah.
We have a question on
A question on Zoom.
Karen.
Good morning, Karen.
Aloha and good morning, my dear. I have a quick question for our new illustrious tech wizard. I have never used a Wi-Fi at hotels because they terrify me. Is there a good reason why I should feel that way?
So the question is there a reason to be terrified about hotel Wi-Fi? Jasper, what would you say?
Yes,
Yes,
don't do it.
don't do it, he says.
I thought so. Thank you. So what do? Just use the hotspot on your phone?
Yep,
Use the hotspot on your phone. Yes.
yep. He's
And did you say there's a way to get a separate hotspot from your phone? I mean,
What did
other
you
than
say?
your phone?
okay, jetpack. So Joyce, I'm gonna pull it up. So you guys, this is your own hotspot. Okay, so Joyce is sharing, this is her jetpack, I'm sure you could probably get it on Amazon.
No.
Amazon,
It's called Jetpack on Amazon.
Verizon, she said she got it from
Every time I get a
Verizon.
new phone, I get a new jetpack. So it went from 3G to 4G to 5G, and I'll probably get a new one this year.
Nice.
That looks like a team.
It
Well, I'm
does.
sure
Maybe
T-Mobile
you
has
could
one too.
probably go back to- Or where everybody does their work in front of Whole Foods in their car.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Nice,
That-
that's super helpful, Jasper, though, I think we get lazy, you know, we just kind of do what's easy, and it's about like, put on your seatbelt.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
yes, I do have a VPN for whoever just commented. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else?
Thanks. Thanks, Sasha.
Absolutely. All right. Moving on. Okay, so we have our Papa Bear PB County Ball with some code of ethics and standard of practice. Let's give it a hand.
All right, good morning, gang. Few things. Under Be a Pro story, we had an agent that wrote up an offer and they got a counter, and in the concession part, it said $10,000. And they were like, that's weird. I never even asked for it in the first place. So I said, well, let's put the commission in there just so it's not mistaken, right? So we countered it back, put the concession in there, put the commission in there, and we signed it. Seller signed it, and guess what?
Double.
Extra 10 grand.
Agent said, oh, I didn't mean to put that 10 grand in there. So what did we do? What did we say?
Tough luck, Charlie. We get it anyway.
Exactly. Too bad, right? Don't reward incompetence. Be a professional, right? That agent should not be practicing real estate if they do that to their sellers, right? Their seller's gonna be pissed. And guess who's gonna end up paying that 10 grand?
That agent.
That agent, right? Or that brokerage if it's not enough in the commission. I will never want to see that happen to you guys. So be a professional, right? What I'm guessing is she pulled an old counter from somewhere and it was in there already. Cause she had no idea it was in there. It doesn't just appear in there, right? We had to have put it in there somewhere at some point. So I'm guessing that she pulled it out, an old counter, changed the stuff, but forgot to change that because she didn't read it. She doesn't know what it says. Right? So what does that mean? And when are you gonna learn how to do that?
It means her broker sucks because he signed off on it too.
Tomorrow at 10, October 1st. For the listing class, and then the second is the purchase contract class. Okay, don't let that happen to you. The first Hawaii title, if you got an email from Jerry Shannon just today, don't open it. It is a malicious email. And it basically says looks like this. Looks like a regular email, so your name's up there, everything, and wants you to click on that link, right? You know, if it comes from title, they're gonna say what it's for, right? This is for this contract, and this is the escrow number and all that, so be cautious on those. This is just a sidebar scam that's happening now, is people are sending people gifts, Amazon packages, it looks like, anonymously, and then you open it up and there's a QR code in there, and when you scan the QR code, it takes your phone information. So, because it says, oh, this is who the gift is from, scan this QR code, right? Then you do it, you get it. Also, the police are not calling people to tell them that they have a warrant for their arrest. You'll never get a call from the police, sheriffs, any law enforcement saying, you have a warrant out for your arrest, you need to pay, especially by gift card, right? Who knows what a Ring camera is?
Ooh,
Who knows the issues and dangers of Ring cameras?
Yeah.
Seller side, right? What's the seller side issue with Ring cameras?
Not an issue, it's recording it back when they're set limits. Or it's not an issue, it's just what do we do?
What about the buyer side?
Be careful what you
Is there any issues with the buyers?
Yeah, they talking.
If you Google issues with Ring cameras, buyer, seller, right, or real estate or whatever, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's come up. Because people have been discriminated against on camera, right? People have been told what their bottom line was on camera. Right, I remember this one, the seller was reviewing the showing, right, off their Ring camera. And they were standing there talking about the whole offer right in front of them. And they're like, you know, we have a lot of money, but we're gonna, you know, offer less and all that. So you got the offer count, and you got more, right? So be cautious when Ring cameras are out. And if there is a seller, tell them to turn it off during the showing. Avoid
Yes,
All that stuff, right?
that's a good question, Candy. So can you actually call up your seller and say, will you please turn off the camera during showings?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, thank you.
Right, they can either say yes or no, but you gotta wanna explain to them why they might wanna do that, right?
Yeah, I had that situation where I didn't realize, and then he was like, oh, she sounds interested, and like he was texting me from the mainland.
He was watching it
He
live,
was
right?
listening and watching, and
Mhm.
moving forward, I said, you know, I didn't know if that was a couple years ago, if that would be an infringement of privacy for a buyer coming in, that you're recording the person.
It could be, I mean, I think this is a one-way state. So you don't have, or one party consent state. So then you don't have to have the other side, but still, right?
Disclose them though.
Maybe, I don't know, like, so I would just tell them, turn it off, cause it's, you know, you don't wanna get caught up in that, right? It's easy enough to turn it off, you'll be there for the showing, that's why they hired you to watch the place, right?
Well, and they also can listen to your private phone calls while you're doing the.
Right, and if
You have to
anything,
leave the house.
let people know, right? Hey, there's a Ring camera here, just wanna let you guys know, right? So if you guys are gonna discuss anything, make sure that you do that offsite, right? Cause how many times have you done the showing, you're standing in the driveway, right? Talking story with the buyers. And you know, the camera always faces the driveway usually, right? And the microphones on those pick up quite a bit. Okay, that's all. Happy Monday. Don't forget tomorrow, come to that class, or you're gonna be
You will be impressed.
fired now. Be a pro.
So point your finger to where our cameras are. We have one here, so everybody knows. It's a security thing. Honolulu got broken into, so they are recording what we say and see. And around the corner, down the hallway, that's just basically to protect our offices. So just like everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was having dinner with someone last week. And they were literally watching someone break into their house while we were having dinner. And they were out of town and they called 911 and we saw the guys in hoodies breaking in the door and they didn't take anything because they were able to call 911. So Ring cameras, dangerous, yes, and also.
Good and bad, yes. Good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was,
Definitely.
Keep your mouth shut until you get to the.
it was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, and coach your buyers, say, hey, you know, they're recording. We want to be discreet. We want to keep what we're.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how can we help you?
Somebody's lost their kid. Yay, we found her.
Get that expensive to me.
Right? How's his credit? Check his credit.
So, I'm gonna be asking you guys about 5 years ago and 5 years from now. But, before I do, we are going to Oahu on Friday, the executive leadership team, so the office will not be open. Of course, you can get in through the key code, but if we're not here, that's where we are. Just want all of you to know, you're welcome to use our offices. My office is always open. If I'm not here, consider it a conference room. I may steam in and need to get on a Zoom, but that's another place available for you. 5 years ago, 2019, September, what was happening? I was training for a triathlon that got canceled. Darn. Anybody else? Salesperson class, Amanda was getting ready to take the test.
We were the last live class, actually.
Wow. Anybody else? How old were your kids?
I was taking my kids to Disney World.
Disney World, Zora says. The pre-COVID, it's crazy.
I was pregnant.
5 years ago, anybody online, you were pregnant? Allie was pregnant. Dude.
Yes, that's a winner.
Hey, girl said I was a junior. Oh my gosh, that is so great.
I was about to turn 60.
Turned 60. Hey, girl, it was awesome. Say it again, Nicole.
So I was with Ally, I was pregnant.
With Allie, pregnant.
I'm not with her, I'm in the same boat as her. I was pregnant.
Abnormal heart rate detected. Crazy.
Yeah, right, that'll
I made 1 year at Keller.
1 year, just 1 year, 5 years ago.
Yeah. Right here in 18.
He only said he was 1 year with Keller Williams.
I was new to KW.
New to KW.
Yeah.
You broke away from and became your own
Yes,
agent. That's
Yes.
awesome. Angela said 1 year. New.
I was
New,
new to
brand new to
KW.
KW.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2029. How old are your kids? Where are you? How old are your parents?
Sipping champagne on the shelves of these.
Joyce
Right next to me.
is sipping champagne on the Champs-Élysées.
My son will be 30.
Oh, right, your son will be 30. Is that crazy?
Mine will be 47.
And Teresa's
Mine
son will be
31.
47 and Keely's 31.
We're 14 and 10.
Ah, what else?
Kids will be 9 and 6.
Grandkids 9 and 6? Is that crazy?
No,
Okay. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Like, are you, what? Oh.
They're calculating over there.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be 58. Where are you? What does life look like?
64.
64.
That's scary.
30? Oh my God. Pick one thing, maybe turn to page 22 and write one thing 5 years from now. If there's anything,
They're not numbered.
Mark King says, we overestimate.
They're not numbered.
Oh, 22, top left,
Top left.
top left.
Oh, yeah.
I strategically picked the blank one.
Okay.
Mark King says we overestimate what we can do in 1 year and we underestimate what we can do in 5. Right?
What is this?
Mark King, our previous president, he's a coach now. I deeply respect him. He says we overestimate what we can do in 1 year and we underestimate what we can do in 5. What is the one thing in the next 5 years that you want for yourself?
Oh.
One thing in the next 5 years. Dream big, guys, because you cannot, if you don't expand your vision of what is possible, we're not gonna go beyond the ceiling that you set for yourself. So what is it? Is it investment properties?
yes,
Yes.
another property.
Angela says another investment property.
This one.
Do it in
Is
the
it-
south.
Yeah.
In the south of the United States. Why would you do it in the south of the United States? Guess why?
It's affordable.
Property values.
One, it's cheaper, right? But there's a big event that's happening right now. in the
The
south.
hurricane.
Well, it's like that.
That's a catastrophic. event.
Right, that's catastrophic.
Keely's saying
There's
go
a,
south.
there's a huge increase of college students in the south now. Huge percentage, where it was like 11%, right? It's now like 200%.
Wow.
So if you buy an investment property in a college town, right, chances are it'll be rented out by these college kids with their parents, pay the bills, so it's kind of more guaranteed, right? But that's why I'm gonna look for properties, so.
Keely's saying invest in the south, college age students,
College town
Overwhelmingly.
properties, yeah.
moving south. If you've been to Austin, It's crazy. After dark, it's like more 20-year-olds than you've ever seen in your life.
Austin might be a little expensive, but.
Austin's expensive. Yeah, no, I just know,
College towns,
yeah.
any of those college towns, they're all heading south, all the northern kids are all heading south. They like the culture there, they like the student body, right? When you watch those football games and they're all chanting and cheering and stuff, they like that vibe. Warmer.
Yep.
And you don't have to do it yourself either. You can put together a buoy, get some people
Yeah.
that you are trust and would want to invest with, so you don't have to do the whole thing yourself.
Alabama, like Arkansas.
Bama.
Right, all those Florida, like.
Bonnie, you mentioned
Florida, those states.
Sorry,
so
sorry.
advantage.
Bonnie, I was sharing your app that was the password cracker. Okay, what, do you remember the name of that app?
howsecureismypassword.com.
Howsecureismypassword.com. Can you guys beat 400 years? I'm interested, because it's crazy. You just change a few letters and it really, howsecureismypassword.com.
Yeah, it's fun. You can just kind of type in a 5-digit word and see that it'll probably be cracked in about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then when you start adding a combination of characters, numbers, and whatever, you see that it exponentially is harder to crack. The reminder of how it's not to use that simple password of your dog's names or something.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. No, that was super fun. Thank you for sharing. Bonnie has a history with cybersecurity and coaching teams and professionally, so thank you. Let's all share. Anybody else? Would you like to highlight your listing for all of our agents? We do at least 30% or more of our business with each other. And so this is a great chance to find your buyer. It's happened in the meetings before. Anyone want to share their listing?
Yep.
Yay, okay, Angela, come on up. Well, let's get Angela here. Way to go.
Okay, so I've got 3 listings, one at Haleakala Shores. 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It is, zoned apartment. The other one is, Kihei Kai, unit number 4. It's the lowest priced hotel zoned beachfront, 1-bedroom, 1-bath. It's already got rental income. It's like literally the easy button, you guys. It's also available for open house. And then there's South Point. There are tenants in it, also 2-bedroom, full 2 baths. That has tenants until the end of December. So it's a good time now that if you've got clients that are interested, bottom floor, pet friendly, like awesome, great little spot. So if your clients are financing, we could get them in as the tenants are leaving. So that's it.
Awesome, Angela, thank you. Miranda.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I have a new I have a new listing in Lahaina town. It's a parcel that is 9,797 square feet, so just under 10,000 square feet. It is in the burn zone. It's right below Lahaina Luna, and it is a large corner lot. The gentleman selling it is in a very hard position financially and would entertain any reasonable offers. This is a large enough lot that you could divide it. You could go in with multiple families. He would even entertain seller financing with some sort of down payment. So if you have any questions about that and what he's looking for, please give me a call. It's at $749,000.
Awesome, Miranda,
Make
thank
sure the
you.
down payment's enough to cover the fees.
Make sure the down payment is enough to cover the fee, Jimmy says.
Yeah, he's looking for more than that. He needs to pay some bills right now.
Okay.
He's in a very hard position.
Okay, awesome, Miranda, thank you. Who else? Okay, right, and then Joyce, come on up, so we don't get to what you want. Woo, right.
Hi, everyone. I have a listing in Wailani Mauka and we dropped the price. It was originally, $1,599,000 and now it's $1,475,000. Seller occupied, but it's pretty easy to show. Sellers are motivated, so come check it out. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. Upstairs has the kitchen and the living room, and the primary bedroom And 1.5 baths, and it's upstairs because it has the beautiful view. You get view this side, ocean and mountain, you get both mountains, and you also get ocean side, south side. But yeah, and I also,
Cottage available.
that one does not have a cottage, but there's 3 bedrooms downstairs, and one of the bedrooms is kind of like a second primary, because it does have an ensuite also. It's a little smaller than the upstairs bedroom though. And yeah, I also have a Traditions, it's the best price house in Maui Lani, we're priced at $988,000 and 889. I can never say that, $988,888.
That's a good price.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Sellers are very on the 8s, they wanted the 8s in there.
Yeah, I
so
love that.
that's- Yeah, but they're motivated also, they are in it as well, but easy to show, and if anybody wants to do open houses, please. The open houses have been good for both sides, so thank you.
Yay. Thank you, April. It was a back in black day. I appreciate that compliment. Joyce, did you,
I got a couple,
and as Joyce comes up, I want somebody in the room who's a planner, who likes to think 5 years out, to nominate someone they think that Joyce provided this amazing 5-year planner. that you
And
pick
budget,
noms.
and
And
the
nominate
budget's very
someone,
high.
okay, Amanda, thank you, Kim, there you go. Thank
and
you.
had to get black and gold.
Yeah, I like it.
Um,
My outfit.
Listing is an old one, but the price is going down today to 1.88 million. It's 91.81 acres with a cottage out in Nihiku. We were in escrow for almost 3 months, and then the buyer bailed at the last minute. It's an amazing opportunity for anyone with a 1.88 in their pocket. Beautiful views, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, underground electric, catchment, septic. You know, great opportunity. Have something coming up in Pukalani, just under $1 million, and that will be hopefully listed by the end of this week. It's a little fixer, but it's moving okay. So give me a call.
Yeah, good job, Joyce. I was going back to call my August co-ops and I saw Joyce, you had like 3 double Ns or something crazy.
When was that?
It's
Oh.
impressive last month.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I'm catching up on my calls. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Yeah,
This last month?
August.
I had a double end in August.
yeah, August.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a good one.
yeah, nice. I love those. You only have to
Working.
negotiate with yourself. It's so great. I was
If
coaching
there are
someone,
those 2 in the morning moments of
right,
during J1.
right. Was coaching someone and they hadn't really done it. I'm like, you only have to argue with yourself. It's kind of awesome. Yeah, congrats on that. Anyone else? Bonnie, come on up. Let's hear it. Tim, let's go. Tim, stand up.
Okay,
Here we go.
so
Don't
I,
trip.
thank you so
Get it?
much for everyone who's been holding open house at my listings.
Yay, Tim.
Allie, Amanda, Zora just went inside, Hadriel, so happy all the support that you've given to my clients in sharing your time, your expertise. And Tim has done, come here, Tim. He has done no fewer than 100 hours at my listing in Haiku, me and Dean's co-listing. So I'm gonna let Tim, because he spent more time in that property than me and Dean combined, talk about this amazing property where you've been sitting open house.
Sure, 4510 Waha, off Ulamalu, right by the Jaw store. Big house, 2,900 square feet. Giant, great room. When the term great room comes into your head, it's got a great room. 3 bedrooms upstairs, 2 downstairs. Currently is a rental suite. I think it's $2,500 a month. Big ravine out back, super quiet. It's birds and breeze and temperate, cool, awesome spot.
Yeah, 1 acre CPR lot. And the way we positioned it as a multi-generational home, because that's how the original owners used it. They had the upstairs, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and then downstairs was like the sister and brother-in-law. So you can use it as a lock-off or as a big 5-bedroom house. And we're listed at 2.25.
Hey.
It's also in Kohana Homes for, I think, $1,150,000. You know, anyone who wouldn't want to do that 50% co-ownership that Dean has.
Yeah.
Thanks again for all the time there. Appreciate it.
Well, you can show up articulate on the spot. That's impressive. Nice. Anybody else? Okay, well, thank you for showing up live in person. Go get them. Happy Monday. Great to start the week. Goodbye. So we only had less than.